Hi, my loves. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for your continued love and dedication. All the likes, shares, subscribes, the comments. You have no idea how much it all means to me, and I'm so grateful to have you as a part of my family. So, this is Star Magic Tarot and Intuitive Guidance. My name is Ashley, and I am an intuitive tarot reader here to offer you divine guidance and share whatever divine messages come to me by way of tarot. So, I have an exciting announcement. Here at Star Magic Tarot and Intuitive Guidance, we'll host a contest. The prize is, ta-da! Your very own half-size I Am Love intentional candle. This beautiful candle contains rose quartz, red roses, and intentional oil that I batch myself, always on a full moon. Of course, the candle is infused with intention, magic, love, intentional oil, organic herbs, crystals. For your chance to win one of these lovely I Am Love Abundance candles created by yours truly, check out the rules below in the description box. Now let's get started with your reading. Hi, Taurus. Thank you for tuning in. First of all, I tried doing your reading last night and it stopped after like 6 minutes. And I didn't realize until I was like at the end and I looked up and I realized the camera was no longer recording. So you're the only time that I'm doing a reading over again for. I'm curious to know if the message that comes today will be similar with the message that came yesterday, or if that message just wasn't supposed to get out. But also, while I was shuffling for you off camera, I felt urged to tell you that I asked Spirit for guidance for you for June of 2020, but energy is fluid. And so whenever you're drawn to this message is when you're meant to view it. Whenever you are drawn to this message is when you're meant to view it. Whether that's June of 2020, June of 2021, June of 2025, who knows? But energy is fluid, and some of us are a little experiencing things a little behind and others a little early, right? Like what comes up in this message might have already happened or been relevant for you in the past or the recent past, or maybe it's very present, or maybe you have yet to enter this energy, but no worries. You will watch this message when you are meant to. You will receive this message when you are meant to. So that's that. Now let's see what guidance Spirit has for you for the month of June, right? Okay, Spirit, what guidance do you have for Taurus for the month of June 2020? Alabama Shakes, that song Hold On, is playing in my head right now. I love that song. Maybe that's somehow relevant. Look it up, Alabama Shakes, Hold On. There might be something in the lyrics, a message for you in the lyrics. Spirit, what guidance do you have? Just taking a sip of my green juice. I'm on a juice cleanse, and I recently purchased a masticating juicer, so I'm really excited about my juice. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, Taurus, I feel like there's something you're holding on to. Something you're holding on to that you've been refusing to let go of, right? For the hope of better days. But I'm not sure if force or brute force or willfulness is the way to go. So at the bottom of the deck is the Sun. So this is the overall energy of your spread. You're on a pursuit to happiness. You're in pursuit of happiness. But I think June is a month, I feel June is going to be a month of healing revelations, where you'll find freedom, or you'll have the opportunity to find freedom from whatever it is you've committed yourself to. Everybody knows when a Taurus commits themselves to something, when a Taurus commits to something, everyone knows when a Taurus commits to something, they're committed. They're all in. They're committed. And of all the signs, maybe except for Pisces, a Taurus will stay in a situation and refuse to budge, even when that situation has proven to not be of service to their highest good, simply because they made the choice to do so. When a Taurus is committed, they're not going anywhere. And I feel like there is some sort of connection, commitment, situation with a person, place, opportunity, or thing that you truly feel is perfect for you, is in alignment with you, with who you are, is meant for you. This is mirroring twin flame energy, right? And this is how you feel about a certain situation. And for some of you, maybe this is regarding love or a romantic relationship. It's definitely something that feels perfect for you, or that you once felt was perfect for you. However, you are holding on to this situation, person, place, or thing for dear life, just trying to prevent an ending. And that's keeping you stuck. I'm really seeing this man in this image as a bull, a stubborn bull, pushing, just trying to push through, hold it together, and in resistance of, like, you would rather carry the load, this burdensome load of this relationship, than risk losing it all. And Spirit is urging you to take a pause. Take a pause. June, now is the time. Maybe this is how you feel too, right? You could feel as if now you're experiencing this moment of suspension. However, I really think Spirit is urging you to take a breath, take a pause, and really be still and sit with your emotions. Tune into how you're feeling. Taurians are oftentimes Taurians can find themselves more focused on the action of what it is that they're doing, right? What it is that their goal, what it is that they're working toward, the practical steps that they're taking to either maintain or attain a certain, their desired outcome, whatever that is. But they do so in sacrifice of their emotions. Now is the time to stop struggling, stop straining, and really pause so that you can experience a shift in perspective, so that you can receive enlightenment, revelations, truth, healing, freedom. A freedom from fear of failure. I feel like maybe you're resisting disappointing someone, disappointing yourself, you're in fear of humiliation came through. Like maybe you have these expectations of yourself, or you can sense that others may have expectations of you that you are really doing all that you can to live up to. But at what cost? Spirit is urging you to release this bondage. As soon as at the heart of your reading is the devil in reverse. As soon as you can release this bondage, whether that's unrealistic standards or codependent relationships, toxic behavior, low vibrational energy, codependency, dependency, addiction. I mean, addiction can be many things, right? We can be addicted to food. We can be addicted to sex, drugs, alcohol, exercise, for some. As soon as we can release these unhealthy tendencies, these ties, this bondage, cut the cord, then you'll be able to move forward. The Eight of Wands is all about fast forward movement, maybe even communication. I can't help but notice all the blue in the background of this card. Blue is indicative of the throat chakra. This very well, I feel like this is communication for a lot of you. Communication of what is no longer working for you. What commitments you are no longer able or willing to uphold. Moving away from this bondage. Moving away from what's failing you. What isn't serving you? And this brings the Hermit in reverse. Coming out of isolation, coming out of feeling isolated, coming out of loneliness for some. But with a shift in perspective. So sometime around now, you're experiencing this moment of stagnancy, stillness, and then you leave by the end of this month, third week onward, aha moment, this enlightenment, this shift in perspective. But this can only be attained, this energy can only be reached when you take that stillness, when you drop the load, when you release the burden. When you release the burden, move on from the burden. I mean, because Taurians can carry a lot. They're really strong. But it's not, we don't have to be strong all the time. Sometimes we need to not be strong. Strength isn't anywhere in this spread. Sometimes it's okay to feel your vulnerability. To not be the bull, the stubborn. Sometimes it's okay to let that go. Now what's interesting is following the Hermit in reverse is the Eight of Swords. Now for some of you, I feel like this Eight of Swords should be in reverse, right? Because this is absolutely, when we move out of this energy, this low vibrational, toxic energy, there is a release of anxiety. There's a release of anxiety, and I do feel like Spirit is urging you to release your fears, your worries, your anxieties. You feel trapped, but it's self-imposed, right? But the way this card appeared was upright, and I do feel like either way the guidance is for you to move out of this energy, but I also feel like maybe you're concerned that other people will feel this way once you release the load, release the burden, because the Eight of Swords falls under the Ten of Swords and the Devil in reverse. Growth isn't always easy. Growth is actually never easy. And the beauty of growth is that in order to experience growth, in order for growth to exist, there must be this transition, this transmutation of trauma, of negative energy, of pain, right? Growth is birthed from pain, from stress, from trauma. So I feel like that's what's happening here. And maybe there's worry of leaving people behind. Maybe there's or maybe this is how people feel once you free yourself. But those are the relationships that never served you in the first place, or at least that are no longer serving you, that you need to cut ties with anyway. And this is beautiful because the last card is the Magician. So you have all of the resources to manifest whatever it is that you want. The Magician has all of the tools. He's got a sword, a wand, a cup, and a pentacle, as well as his connection to the divine, right? Which is this, why his left hand is reached to the sky with a wand. He's confident, he's spiritual, he's connected, he's abundant, and he manifests his abundance. This is your energy. This is the energy that Spirit is advising you to embody. When you are the Magician, you are the alchemist. You can turn lead to gold. You take the energy, the Magician takes the energy of the devil and transmutes it into something beautiful. But this transition, this phase, this alchemy, this transmutation can only take place when we find union within ourselves, balancing out and integrating our feminine and masculine energies, our light with our shadow. And that can only happen when we find stillness. To receive that aha moment, to receive that awakening, to receive those downloads, to receive our healing. This is really beautiful, Taurus. Let's see if Spirit has any further guidance for you. What further guidance do you have for Taurus for the month of June 2020? 8 appears twice in your reading, so 8 could have a significant meaning here. You've got the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Swords. 8 could be 8 days. June 8th might be a significant day for some of you. 8 could be 8 months. 8 could be 8 years. I doubt it's 8 years. This is beautiful. 8 could also represent the 8th month of the year, which is August. So I feel like you'll be in this energy, or you'll be experiencing this energy for the next couple of months, which is maybe why it came in before I started your reading that that this message is meant for you. Even though this reading is technically for June, it's meant for you whenever you feel called to view it. Any further guidance for the month of Taurus? I think that's it, actually. So, this is beautiful. This is your energy, the Empress. The Empress is ruled by Venus. This is Taurian energy, and this transformation that you're experiencing, that you've either begun to experience, you're currently experiencing, or recently will experience, this leads to you grounded in your nature. The Empress is a manifester. The Empress is abundant. Look at all, she's surrounded by abundance. She's fertile, she's creative, she's intuitive, she's spiritual, she receives. This is receptive energy. The Empress doesn't force anything. She simply manifests. That's beautiful. So Taurus, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing this space with me, for trusting me. For trusting me and allowing me to share my gifts with you. I am sending you so much love and light and healing. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscriptions, and comments. Please comment below. Let me know what you're going through. I want to hear how this resonates. I love you. Take care. And remember, let's continue to shine our light and raise our voices until we are heard. Thank you so much. Take care.